Hello everyone. Today we will read a story that is A House is Not a Home. It is by Zen Gadioso. This story is Zen's personal account of trying to fit in a new environment as well as feeling of outcast and then all of a sudden getting a change in these feelings by getting overwhelmed due to the warm concern shown by people around. Now, this is a typical problem which is faced by teenagers across the world. Teenagers, many a times, they fail to acknowledge the blessings showered upon them by God as well as people around them. For them, even the smallest of small problem takes on such a massive state or form that they feel that dying is the only solution. Even Zen comes across this feeling in the account that we are going to be reading soon. Now, when we look at the title, we get confused. We think that a house and a home are almost the same thing, but no. This is where majority of the people in the world are wrong or confused about. So let me enlighten you all that a house is essentially a physical structure. It is a concrete building. Whereas home is made by people who live in this physical structure. People who live in harmony with one another. People who care for them. People who support each other. People are the ones who make a physical structure into a home. So in the story, we will read that Zen loses his house in a fire, in an unfortunate event of his house being engulfed by flames. And he feels that his entire world has come crashing down. He feels like a geek and he just wants to curl up and die. But his mother is such a strong support system in his life that he realizes her importance. And poor Zen is already a fatherless child, that is, he lost his father at a young age. So his mother has single-handedly brought up Zen. Zen now at one point understands her importance. So let's read the story to understand the problems which teenagers face and how, with a simple shift in their perspective, can they overcome them and realize how happy life can be. It says the story reflects the challenges of being a teenager and the problems of growing up. How does the author overcome his problems? All of us, our lives are not bed of roses. We have thorns as well. We have problems, circumstances that do not always go as per our plan or as per our liking. So it is upon us how we take those situations, how we turn them instead of getting turned by them and get bogged down and feel like dying. It is upon us to feel alive at all times, to feel happy no matter what is happening, because it is upon us to weigh the pros and cons of a situation and then decide accordingly. In the story also, we find that a teenage boy named Zen, that is the author himself, comes across many problems, but a simple shift, as I said, is what is required in his life to see the bounties of God showered on him. So let's begin. My first year of high school felt awkward. After leaving junior high at the head of my class with all the seniority the upper grade levels could afford me, it had felt strange starting over as a freshman. The school was twice as big as my old school. And to make matters worse, my closest friends were sent to a different high school. I felt very isolated. It begins with the author, telling us that the first year of high school was awkward, it was weird, or it was troublesome. He says that when he shifted from junior school to high school, he felt changes which were not as per his preference. In junior school, he was at the head of his class. He was probably like a monitor or head of the class. He had seniority over other students. So much so that he had better relations with his teachers than his classmates. We will find this out in the following paragraph. So he feels that it was strange to begin his high school as a freshman. Freshman is first year in an institution. In an institution. He says that his school, this new school now, is twice as big in size as his previous one. So it was huge, and to make matters worse, he felt alone, he was isolated because his closest friends, his support system, they were sent to different schools. He felt isolated, he felt alone. When we are teenagers or when we are at an age when we go to school, we feel that the major reason apart from studies are our friends because of whom we go to school. The time that we can spend with them, the quality time, is what we all crave for. And we feel that they are there to support us. We feel stronger with them and we feel defeated without them. Zen was in the same condition. Since he was without friends, he was a new person at a new place. He felt out of place. He felt awkward. It was strange for him to be without friends. And this is a problem all of us face no matter at what age we are. Even if we go to our place of work, the very first day we feel apprehensions. We do not know the people, we do not know the surroundings, we do not know how well we are going to fit in. We have a lot of doubts in our mind, we are confused, and the first day is rather tough on everyone. And teenagers are at an age where their minds are muddled with a lot of things and hence they're not able to make good decisions. And when Zen was all alone, he definitely found things strange. He had that craving to go back to the old system, just the way it happens with most of us. We feel we humans are so used to a certain pattern that it takes a lot on us to adjust to changes. And in this adjustment process, we realize that these changes are the ones who are going to help us in our lives. They make us better human beings, better people. But as I said, teenagers take a lot of time in coming to a point where they understand such things.
Now, subscribe to Bright Tutee course at ₹1 per day only. Download Bright Tutee app from Play Store and get the online courses prepared by competent and experienced teachers for different education boards of classes 6 to 10. Bright Tutee courses are available for the subjects of Math, Science, Social Science, English and Hindi in English and Hindi medium. Bright Tutee follows three-step approach, that is learning, assessment and exam preparation. In learning, topic-wise video lectures with explanation of concepts and discussion of textbook examples and questions are available with the solutions. In assessment, topic-wise online MCQ test, practice assignments and chapter-wise question bank are available with the solutions. In exam preparation, previous year's question papers, sample papers and model test papers are available with the solutions. Sign up today on Bright Tutee and avail your courses at affordable prices.